Episode of the Soil Vital Show. I am very happy to do this in person. This is my provider, Charles. So, Charles, tell us a little bit about. Are you ready to get started?
Yeah.
So, how did you get involved in the disabilities community?
Well, I had worked in actually the retail industry for a very long time in the service industry, and I decided to quit it and try something different out.
Nice.
And a friend of mine, she had started working doing ABA therapy for
Mhm.
kids with autism, and she said that I'd probably be pretty good at it.
Mhm.
So I figured I'd give it a shot. And then, yes, I did that for about 6-7 years. And then I met Travis, the owner of Northwest Adult Support. He reached out to me to get to switch over to working as a DSP for adults, and so that's kind of how that started out. But in high school, I also took one of those classes where you kind of hang out with the kids, the other students with special needs, and you go out into the community. So I'd also had a little bit of experience doing that as well.
That's nice. So, that's very awesome, obviously, your experience. But what's it like working? And I guess, can you tell the viewers that maybe people that want to be providers, what's it like working actually? And you're obviously on the ground floor, you're the boots on the ground floor. What's it like working in the industry?
I mean, overall, it's pretty cool. I tell a lot of people, especially if they're kind of interested in it or want to, look into it. I kind of tell them you pretty much get paid to hang out.
Nice.
It's one of those jobs where sometimes you'll be sitting in a movie theater at the zoo or something, and you're like, man, I can't believe I'm getting paid to, just do this. There's still some hard parts. Some people sometimes have difficulties, of course, navigating the community or navigating frustrations and stuff like that. And then also doing chores and errands and stuff and kind of helping live that independent lifestyle. But for the most part, it's, super fun. I'm never really going home exhausted and burned out and like not wanting to, not looking forward to my next day of work or anything like that. It's really cool. So
Nice. And can you tell people, I guess, what is kind of like your favorite activity you've done so far?
there's a lot. There's a lot of things just around the area that are really cool to do. Going to arcades, going to the zoo. But I actually really like, in my personal life, I like working out a lot. So I like when you and I go swimming. I like when I go to the gym with a lot of other clients. Because then I'm really just getting paid to do something that I would be doing by myself anyway on my free time, which is pretty cool. But then we also, our company does those big group outings where we go to Blazer games or we'll try to go to a Timbers game, and we try to get those bigger events, Monster Jam and stuff like that. So those are always a good time as well. Even if I'm not working that day or for that shift or anything, I'll usually take the extra work just because it's like, who doesn't want to go to one of those events, right? So
That's so awesome. And what do you want to see eventually change in the industry?
More government funding would be pretty cool, right? Um, that way, the providers and companies can get paid, but then we're also not limited to certain clients can only work certain hours or they get certain miles. So some aren't allowed to do certain things. So that'd be kind of cool, more blanketed response towards, towards outings. Um, and then also just more people working in it would probably be pretty cool. There's every day it seems like there's more and more clients that would probably want more hours or more assistance, and there's like a big shortage on support providers. So something like that too.
So I guess my next question would be, what is the well, I've already kind of touched on it a little bit, kind of a follow-up question. What do you think is the most important thing providers need right now?
That's a good question. I don't know what we would need right now. At a base level, I'm always gonna say like more funding, like I said, from the so that way we can get paid a little bit more. But also, it would be kind of cool if there was I don't know, man. That's a good question. There's not really much that I would I could touch on that one. We need more. I mean, more, like I said, more people working it, and more. I think if there was more funding and we were able to pay more, then there'd be a lot more people lining up to work in the industry as well. So that would kind of help answer the question on the back end.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and obviously this is obviously, like I said, a lot of clients, like they when they see a provider, their self confidence goes up too. So like when they work for a provider, they realize those stuff they couldn't have accomplished, and then they realize the stuff we can accomplish.
Yeah.
And so I guess. Yeah, obviously this has been very fun. Thank you so much for being a part of the in everything you've done. Thank you so much. So
of course, dude, it's a blast.
Hope you guys like this video, like and subscribe.